Well, I finally got around to cleaning the bugs off the front, and for the most part it did really well. There's a few spots where the bugs, I think I left them on a little bit too long, and it was over 100 degrees when we got home, so that didn't help. They were just a little bit difficult to get off, but for the most part it came clean really well. And then I've also been working on my window protection. So I built this. Let me set it down and pan off here. It is simply a 1x3 framework with the 5mm plywood front and back, and holes drilled in the corners so that it can be mounted in front of the window, so when we're traveling, if any rocks or debris come flying up, they'll hit that wood long before they hit the glass, and they'll have to go through 2 layers of 5mm to get to the glass. And these have T-nuts inside set in the back. You can kind of see the threads in there. Maybe, I don't know if you can on camera or not, but to put them up there, I actually had them mounted to the board, and then we put them up, put a lot of caulking behind them to seal that. And then on the inside, there's 4 screws per block that screw through the wall. And that mounts all of the blocks to the front wall. So now I have everything done that I need to do in this front wall. So now I need to get the insulation on the front wall, and all the walls are insulated. And the cover for the front window, I am going to put poor man's fiberglass on it as well and paint it. And I'm probably going to do a small mural on the front just so it looks nice when it's up there. And also let me know which side's up, just so that I know all of my holes line up with all of my blocks up here. But it's coming along. We'll get that front wall insulated and keep working. Door security today. When I bought these hinges for the front door, these pins are removable. So from the outside with a punch, you could punch these pins out and then the whole hinge side of the door could come off. I bought these security pins off of eBay, and they screw in, so now when the door closes, they go into this hole and it secures the back of the door. So even if someone does take the time to knock all the pins out, they're still not getting into the door. I also replaced all of the standard screws. You can see the standard screw there on the right, and the screw I replaced it with on the left. Much bigger, much longer, much more secure. So door security is done. Got pin on each hinge, and all the screws are replaced with the bigger, longer screws. So front door should be good to go. Front wall insulation is complete. So all the walls are insulated. I still need to do the 45-degree sections up here in the front, and I do think I want to, when I panel this, it'll be the same as the walls, and then the ceiling will start at this piece here. And then in the back, I need to do insulation on the 45-degree piece on the bottom, and I'm also going to sheet that because that's going to be our pass-through storage, and get that done. I think, though, I'm going to start sheeting once I have my backing plates up so that I can get this back section sheeted. But then I can start sheeting, like here in this section, I've got it marked as to approximate countertop for our eating area. It's about the same height as our dining table in the house. And I'm going to put a piece of 18 gauge steel along here so that when I screw the cabinet to the wall, it's biting into that steel, not just the wood frame. So hopefully it'll give it more strength. And then do the same thing up here for the kitchen. And we're also thinking about putting some upper cabinets above the dining area window. We bought a cabinet or a bin that we think we're going to use and try to fit 3 of them up here. I've got to do some measuring and figuring out how I'm going to fit those in here and make sure they fit before I put that piece of metal up. But that's the next step, is get these backing pieces up, and then probably go around with my my expanding foam and fill all the cracks and any small sections that need to be touched up on. And then I can start sheeting in here. And then we can actually start seeing the inside actually start coming together. That'll be really, really nice. So we'll keep chipping away at it. So what I did in lieu of putting some wood backer plates in for cabinets in the trailer is I had a friend who had worked in sheetrock for his career, told me about the industrial places would put metal plates in the wall, and he said a lot of your hand railing and stuff like that is actually screwed to a metal plate, and they used 16 gauge, I believe. I had some extra 18 gauge around, which is a little bit thicker, so I went with that and put those in place for all of my cabinets. So I should have a good solid anchoring point for all of my cabinets. And thanks, Bill, for the idea. So I went around and made sure I think we're ready for sheeting in here. I've gone around with Expandifoam, filled the big cracks. I then went around and used up a bunch of partial tubes of caulking that I had to fill up the little cracks. And I have not started the ceiling yet, but the walls are ready. So we're going to start prepping and cutting for interior sheeting, and we'll start putting the inside together. First sheet ready to go in. I'm going to screw and construction glue all sheets back in, and then once I get it all done, we'll fill the screw holes and cracks and finish it off and get it painted. So it's kind of cool to see it going in, and we'll just keep chipping away at it. Got a lot of darkness in here, so I'm not sure how it's showing up, but I got almost this entire wall paneled. Got just a little bit more to do over here. But then the inside will be paneled and ready for filling all the screw holes and all. And I think what I'm planning on doing at this stage is spraying texture like you see in residence. Even though I know this isn't sheetrock, it should work just fine. And then I'm going to paint over that so it has kind of a residential feel to it in here. And then the walls will be done after that, but got a ways to go. And we'll keep chipping away after lunch and see how much we can get done today. I'll have to say I haven't been getting as much video done. It's a small area inside here. There's not a lot of room, and I'm the entire work crew with the help of Sonia and the filmographer and everything. So sometimes I just don't get to it. But we've got a lot of the inside paneling done, including the back storage compartment area. The water heater is just sitting in place. That is its bracket that it's sitting on. But I want to start working on the bed frame. That's what the 1x2s here are for. Yeah, I'm hoping to start working on the bed frame, at least the back half of it, and get that going, because we're supposed to go to the lake here in, let's see, today is Thursday. In 4 days we're supposed to be headed up to the lake, and kind of got to get some more of this done. But it's coming along really good. Sorry I'm not getting as much video as I'd like. As you can see, the front walls still are not sheeted. I am kind of holding off on those for right now, because my priority is to get the bed frame at least situated and put in place, at least half of it. So when we go up to the lake, things are situated a little bit more like what we want. If I do have time before the lake, I will get the rest of those panels up as well. If not, it'll have to wait till we get back home. But then once I get those done and I've got the bed frame up, then it's starting to do my texture and paint and finish the inside, so that it'll actually really start coming together. And of course, when we get back, I've got to work on the roof because I have not done any insulation, anything on the ceiling yet. But it's coming together. Things are flowing pretty good, and we'll keep you updated as things continue. Today we start working on the bed frame. Let's put this thing together. As you could tell, I already had everything cut, sized, and ready to go for this. Oops, I enclosed my wires for my fan. That's easy enough to fix. So this is the basic frame for half of the bed, and this lip here is actually going to be a support for the second half, because the second half will be hinged right here, because the idea is the section below this part of the bed, the forward part of the bed, is going to lift up and give me access to my batteries, electronics, my water heater, my water tank, water pump, fuel, water filters, that kind of thing. So I'm actually going to be building a wall now down here, which will lend more support for the middle of the bed, plus divide where I want to put my batteries and water system from what will be the pass-through storage area. So pretty happy with the way it came out so far. I got to cut the plywood, get the plywood installed, and then that, and of course the wall, and then this half of the bed will be done, and then I can start planning out and figuring out how I'm doing the front part of the bed, and hopefully get that done as well before the lake, which is only in a couple of days. Wish me luck. As you can see, I've got help out here today. So things are going pretty good today. I got the main first half of the bed, that's the permanent side. That's all those framework for that side of the bed is actually glued and screwed to the wall studs. And then this 1/2 inch good quality sanded plywood to cover that. That's screwed down. I was going to glue that down, but I decided not to, because if I need to get into the pass-through storage for any reason to do any repairs or anything, I should be able to take that piece of plywood off. So it is just screwed down by 10 screws. All of them are 2-inch screws, so they're good solid screws. I got the wall built between the pass-through and what's going to be my water and power area. And I've got the support frame built for the hinged side of the bed. And as you can see, I've got the platform for it cut and ready, and some of the wood behind it is sticking out. But lo and behold, I miscalculated, and I am literally 2 of my 8-foot 1x2s short of being able to finish the build. I even have the piano hinges in the garage ready to go. So I think I'm going to take a break for dinner. And after dinner, I think I'm running to Home Depot to buy a couple of boards so I can do some more work tonight and have the bed frame done. Because tomorrow I've got another project I'm going to help a friend with, so I won't be able to work on it. Sunday's church, and Monday we leave for the lake. So I think Monday I'm going to be cleaning all my tools out of here, because I have a few tools all over.
And we don't need them camping.
So yeah. So probably Monday is going to be clean things up and get this outfitted so we can actually go camping. But it's coming together, so thumbs up for that.
Bye.
Well, I wasn't able to show this last night. I ended up going all the way to Home Depot, which is about a half hour each way to get there, to buy the wood that I needed to finish this bed up. But I've got the bed top done. The front wall down here is just temporary. I want to do some more organizing for my water tanks and batteries and all that stuff. But the bed frame is up, it's solid, it's usable. And then what the design is this lifts up, and then I have access to my water. And then between the water and my electrical, I'm hoping to have 2 walls and a couple pull-out drawers for extra storage. That's why some of the legs on the front are temporary, because I don't know where all that's going to end up. But we have a usable, workable bed frame in the trailer, which is good because tomorrow I clean my mess up, which, as you can see, it's still very messy in here. And then Monday we head up to the lake. And the rest of the paneling is going to have to wait till I get back home. But we got the bed frame done, most of the interior's paneled, so things are moving forward and we're super excited to go try it out again. As always, thanks for watching.